Hi, everybody. My name is Doran, and for my 30-day challenge, I decided to take a complete break from social media, specifically Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. I chose to do this challenge after having a really bad night scrolling through TikTok, and just it was full of negative and rude content that left me emotionally drained. That night, I booked a therapy appointment, took a long bath to calm down, and deleted all 3 of these apps from my phone. After deleting them, I was still kind of shocked because my phone still sent me notifications from them. This might have been because I just deleted them from my home screen. I didn't fully delete the apps, but I found it interesting because I was still getting the notifications and Siri was still suggesting me to use those same apps. So I had to manually go in and turn off the settings to truly disconnect. For the entire 30 days, I stayed off social media, and while a few friends sent me funny videos, I did look at those, but I resisted the urge to go back to my doom scrolling habit. This challenge connects with our course material through the concept of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change its structure and function based on our habits and experiences. Constant social media use trains the brain to crave quick dopamine hits from likes, comments, and endless scrolling. By taking a break, I was intentionally retraining my brain to find healthier, slower habits like reading, taking walks out in nature, and spending time with my friends or my cat at home instead of checking my phone every few minutes. This break also ties into what we've learned about stress management and mental health, especially how chronic exposure to negative or overwhelming information can keep our bodies in a constant state of alert, raising cortisol levels and anxiety. Disconnecting from this helped reduce my stress response and kind of let my mind reset. At first, it was definitely harder than expected. I didn't realize how automatic checking my phone had been. The first week, I kept on reaching out just as a habit. It felt weird not knowing what was going on online because it's so ingrained in our society. But after 10 days, I started to kind of appreciate that noise being gone. And I started to feel more calm and more present in my everyday life. A big victory was noticing how much mental space I had gained. I started using my time more intentionally, reading instead of doom scrolling, going for short walks around my neighborhood, and actually focusing my thoughts and journaling instead of hopping on and just looking for a little distraction and something that didn't really benefit my life. The hardest part, though, I would say, was the social pressure. A lot of my friends would say, like, did you see what I sent you? Or did you miss that post? It was so funny. And I kind of felt left out. I did slip a couple times. I am human. Just to look at what they shared with me. But then I quickly logged off. I learned that those little slips don't ruin the challenge. They just reminded me like why I started and not to keep scrolling and get overwhelmed. I also realized that I didn't miss out on as much as I thought I would. Most of the news and the updates weren't really important to my life. Like, I definitely like knowing what's going on in the world, but I can find that in other outlets rather than social media. And then the quiet time also helped me reflect and recenter on what truly matters to me and that's my mental health, my close relationships with my family and friends, and my goals in life. After these 30 days, I learned that I'm much happier and more grounded without that constant digital noise. Social media can definitely be used as a tool, but it's also a trap if we're not intentional with it. This experience taught me that I can control my intention and energy instead of letting the algorithms control them for me. Most importantly, it reminded me that peace doesn't come from scrolling. It comes from being present, that connection that you have with your family and friends, and living in the moment. I plan to keep these apps off of my phone, off of my home screen, and only check them if my friends or family reach out, or if I can like have messages in there. I think it's just a good thing for me to do. So I'm really happy that we did this challenge, and I've learned a lot from it. Thanks, guys.